Welcome to Blooming Wildwood Homestead. Today I thought we would take a moment and revisit some of the goals that I set at the beginning of the year. When it comes to setting goals for your homestead and for your garden, a lot of them are going to be a little bit larger and loftier, and they are things that require a bit of time. So this kind of can be a good thing, but it can also be a challenging thing. Since they do require more time, if we wait until the end of the year to do a reflection, it's going to be difficult to make any sort of progress if we didn't already make some moves towards reaching that goal. But by checking in now at the end of June, we're about that midway point. And so if we have some things that we need to continue to work on, this still gives us time to work on that and to prioritize some of that. Now, maybe some of my goals have changed and they're not something that I'm still needing to work on, but we can talk about that as we go. My first goal for this year, putting in an herb bed. Super excited to share with you that we have actually accomplished that goal. The herb bed is complete. I actually have my herbs planted in there. I'll show you a little sneak peek. I will have a video coming out in the future on exactly what we did to kind of utilize that space and put it to good use. But this is a goal that I've actually completely accomplished so far this year, and we're able to check that off the list. Another one of my goals is to use the herbs that we're growing for teas and different infusions. This is something that I'm still continuing to work on. Two reasons why. One is I'm trying to still learn more information about harvesting herbs and the best way to use them, drying them, utilizing them in different teas and tinctures, how to mix things together. And so there's still like a learning process that's happening here, as well as the herbs just need to grow so that they're going to be ready to harvest, and they're not at that point yet. So knowing that this is one of my goals, right now I need to still be in that information gathering stage so that when the herbs are mature and ready for harvest, I know exactly how I'm going to do that and what I'm going to use them for. The third goal was finishing installing the no-dig beds. This is kind of a funny goal to have, only because I'm not sure if things are ever finished when it comes to no-dig beds. I specifically was thinking about one tier or one area that I wanted to work on finishing out, and we were able to get that done this year. However, we've also been working on adding in some new beds, such as the quinoa beds. And so this is something that may continue to be an ongoing thing, but the bed that I specifically had in mind did get accomplished. My fourth goal was upping my greenhouse game. I wanted to be able to better utilize the greenhouse for a variety of items and learn how to use that space to the full advantage during both the summer and then also into the fall and winter. So thinking about that, this is going to be a little longer term process, and it might require more than just 1 year, because I really do need to figure out what's going to do the best and how I'm going to arrange that and what that's going to look like. Right now, I have made good progress in being able to use this space during the summer. I have started some watermelon and cantaloupe, which is not something that we have previously done, because I have the space to do that, and I'm hoping that it will be warm enough in order to get those melons. And I'm also trying out some tomatoes in there that I want to see how far I can push them into the fall. I do have some both determinate and indeterminate tomatoes in the greenhouse, and my guess is the indeterminate are going to be a better option for the greenhouse, just because if I want to push that production season a little bit later, that's probably going to be my best bet. But I also want to see on the other end if I get something a little bit earlier, so it might be worth having that mixture of both determinate and indeterminate. So we're just gonna have to play that by ear and see how that goes. But I'm definitely working towards that goal, and then we'll see kind of into the fall and winter how I'm able to best utilize that space. Goal number 5 is trying to improve my composting. This is definitely an area that still needs a lot of attention. The compost bins are up, but I don't think that really counts. The compost bins are up. I've put some grass in there, I've put some food scraps in there, but I am definitely not maximizing my composting bins and the compost area the way that they need to be. And so this is something that hopefully I can get a move on and start to speed up compost production so that we have what we need to top dress beds in the fall. Yeah, we need a little help in this area. This is probably just gonna be one of those continual processes because the volume of compost that I need is going to be greater than what I'm currently putting in there. So this is definitely something that needs a little more direct attention and something that I'm hoping to improve by the end of the year. So at this point, I'm happy with the progress that has been made towards the goals that I set at the beginning of the year, and I don't really want to add anything new as I am still trying to work on some of those larger projects. I did set some pretty lofty goals at the beginning of the year, and so I'm proud of the progress that's been made thus far, but I know that I need to continue to move towards some of those areas. I hope this video was encouraging to you, and I hope that you take some time to kind of reflect on your goals from the beginning of the year and see how you're doing with reaching those goals. Are there things that you need to kind of reprioritize or refocus on? Have you started work towards some of those goals, or did you completely forget the goals that you set at the beginning of the year and haven't really made progress on them? If you have gotten to that point where you've forgotten what it was that you were working towards, I would venture to say that either the goal was way too large and it didn't seem manageable for you to accomplish it, or maybe it wasn't something that was really that important to your progress and to what you wanted to do right now. So if you totally forgot about what goals you had set for yourself, or if you are reflecting on it and you're finding that you're not making any progress towards those goals, I challenge you to kind of regroup and maybe relook at the goals that you set and see if you need to adjust them. It's not too late to do that. You can do goal setting at any time, and so maybe they just need to be revamped a little bit. And as I just said, you can goal set at any time. So if you are watching this video and you say to yourself, boy, I didn't even set a goal for the beginning of the year, this might be a great time to do a smaller 6-month goal and try and come up with maybe your top 3 items that you want to accomplish by the end of the year. Having goals just helps to kind of keep you on track and helps to focus the direction that you want to go with your homestead. So if today's video was helpful to you, don't forget to like. We would love to have you subscribe and be part of our community here at Blooming Wildwood Homestead. Until next time, bye everyone.